Hi everybody, welcome to Sunday. Tonight I'm going to shake things up just a smidge. The first thing I want to show you is the colour theory, the colour wheel that's in the catalogue. It is on page 132. And hello everybody, my name is Jill Lancet. I wanted to show you that I did touch on this before and I myself got confused. Now I've got heaps of colour wheels and I understand colour theory quite well, but I didn't understand the Stampin' Up! One. And so, yeah, I thought I'd give you a bit of a rundown, a proper rundown, and I want to show you what I made, okay? I made this piece here that I can actually put in my catalogue. Now, I have got a PDF. If you want to have a look at that, you can trace that and you can do the same thing. I've used vellum and I've used some laminating sheets, and I've cut this out with some nesting circle dies that I have. Now, I want to show you how I achieved this. If you want to get this one, you can leave it white and just cut these out with your craft knife, or you can trace this onto your piece of vellum. Up to you. You obviously don't have to have this, but I thought it was handy to have it in the catalogue. Now, the first thing I did was I cut out some, I've got this big paper brad, that's what it's called, a paper brad. So I've cut out 4 extra circles in the laminating, the leftover laminating vinyl, or whatever you call it, acetate or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I've cut them out, I've put a hole in the center. I found the center of the page and I've just popped a hole in that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop 2 of these circles so that they spin freely behind the colour wheel. As I said, I am a very visual person and I really like to have these visual aids. So I'm putting 2 of the laminating circles behind there, just so that this thing moves freely. So I'm going to pop this in through the hole, and then on the back of it, let me move this over, I'm going to put another 2, if I can pick them up. I'm going to put another 2 that will run quite freely over here. I hope you can see this. And then I have this other piece that I forgot to put the hole in. Oh, no, I don't want the hole in it. Sorry. I've just put some tear and tape on the back of this. So what I want to do is I want to flatten out the 2 pieces like that. And then this, with the tear and tape, I'm going to put this over the top. So just bear with me. Now you'll see that that's gone over the edge, so I'm just tucking that in. And the last piece here. Now it should not impede the page. You'll still be able to see through it. Now I'm just going to stick this over the top of that, just like that. That is going to protect my catalogue now. It turns freely. I can still see what's underneath it. I did glue a piece of the vellum on the opposite page to the brad, just to protect this page from wear and tear. And now I will show you how I managed to figure this out. Now most colour wheels end kind of here. You know, they have those colours. But this one has more. It has all of the Stampin' Up! Colours. So if you look over here, it tells you that the monochromatic is this wedge. It's all based on wedges. It doesn't, these outside colours do not come into play until you get down to the finer tuning of it. So I have marked this. This is complementary. You'll see the C. Now, here is the piece of paper. So you'll see complementary, triadic, monotone, and analogous. And I'll show you how to work this out. The complementary is fairly easy. They are colours that are opposite on the colour wheel. So it's pointing to red and green, but it encompasses the colours that are wider, that go wider than this little section here. That it encompasses these colours here. So you can turn this around and you will find your complementary colours. So if you wanted, say, berry burst, you're looking at a lemon lime twist, or any of the colours that are around there. You're talking about 3 or 4 different colours on either side of the arrow. Monochromatic are the colours that fall within that one colour. So you can move your monochromatic around. So these colours here now are monochromatic. Okay. And the triadic are 3 of the colours. So if I have the violet, I have the yellow, and I have the blue-green. So analogous covers a very big area. So any colours that fall within this area are going to be analogous. So you can choose any of those colours that are within that area. I mean, keep moving it, move it around, and they will all be analogous colours. So if I move these around here, you've got Pretty in Pink, Flirty Flamingo. They are all analogous colours. Now, it does explain it to you here. You see the colour wedges here. It even gives you examples of it, this is a really good tool to have. If you're not very au fait with what colours go with what colours, this is a really valuable tool for you. But to enhance it, I made this, and I made it just for myself. So, you know, if you'd like a copy of this, you can email me, request colour wheel at this email address here. I'm happy to send you that PDF if that's something you want. If you're quite happy with what's in the catalogue and you know your colours and you understand it, not an issue. I just like to have very visual tools. Okay, so having said that, as you probably guessed, I'm still suffering with this crap. Excuse me. But look, tonight, as I said, I'm shaking it up a little bit. Tonight's card is actually going to be a card sketch. It is going to be card sketch number 13. Now, I want to show it to you here. I think last week I had this holding up like this, and it was in the wrong place. This is card sketch 13. I hope that's within your view. So that's the card. I'm making it from scratch, and yeah, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to show you the things that we're going to be using. I'm using the beautiful neutrals, and these are the neutral DSPs. They come in a pack, and they're like an assortment pack, and they are on page 98 in the catalogue. Now, there are 2 designs in the packet, so 2 designs per sheet, so you're getting 4 designs. So I'm using 1 of each. I have in matte 1, I have the beautiful soft sea foam. These are beautiful colours that I love. I've got a card base. I've got a scrap of the basic white. I'm going to use the, what are these called? The Nested Essentials dies. I'm using this one here. I think it's the second largest. I'm not sure. Let me check. I keep all of my odd-shaped ones in. Oh, no. No. Don't know where it is. I just have them all together. I have all of my, basic shapes in a stamping case, just because I like to keep them together. No, I've lost it. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, suffice it to say, I've used one of these, the banner one. I'm using some greetings from the Something Fancy. I'm using thank you and may the good you do come back to you. And the beautiful papers. All of these items can be found in the catalogue. So the first thing I want to show you is on page 79, and it is the Something Fancy. I'm using the stamp sets from that. I'm using the beautiful papers, which you will find all of the item numbers here on page 98. There are subtles, brights, regals, neutrals, the 2024 to 26 in colours, and the 2023 to 2025 in colours. All the numbers are there for you. I will put the details in the description below. I'm also using the Nested Essentials dies. The only place you can see them is on page 103, and there's a little detail up here, right up in the top corner. This shows you one of the shapes. And the final thing is some of the beautiful black and very vanilla checked ribbon. So that's everything. So, yeah, bear with me while I get sorted now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of these designs. I really only need 3 for this, but I have them here. So my card is 10 centimetres, 10.5 centimetres. My piece of soft seafoam is matte 1, which is 10 by 14.3 centimetres. So I'm cutting this down to 10 because I want it to be the same width. So those scraps, they can go back in the packet. And I'm going to choose 3 of the beautiful designs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear. And I'm tearing from, let me think, how am I tearing this? I'm tearing this one from about there. And I want the white of the paper to show. So I'm pulling the discarded piece towards me, if you know what I mean. So I'm tearing this kind of diagonally, really. And I want it to show the white edge. Okay, so I have that piece. Now the second piece I'm going to do is this way. I'm going to tear this. Hang on, let me see. I'm going to tear this from this side down. Again, I want the white showing. And then this third piece, I think I'll have this section showing. So it's going to be the same as the first one. And I want the white showing. Now I can adjust the width of these as I stick them on, okay? So here is my matte 1. This is what I'm going to glue them onto. But what I want to do first is I want to get some of the Mossy Meadow, because this is in Mossy Meadow. I want to put this on a dauber. And I'm hopefully just going to go around the edges and just distress this a little bit. You're probably not going to see two sides of this, but we'll do them all just in case. So I'm just adding some of the mossy meadow. I just felt it needed some of the mossy meadow. There we go. So that's all I'm doing on that. Now I'm going to start gluing these pieces on, and I can trim them off as I go along, okay? But I want that white. So that piece is going there like that. This piece is going there like that. I think I need to tear this one a bit more. So this is what I mean. You can adjust this as you're going along. So this piece will go like that. And then this piece will slip in there as well. I think we need to bring them up a bit, because we need to put this piece on first. Let's just trim this down a bit. This piece I can trim off. It's a bit long, so we will trim this piece off. And then this piece should go on like this. There we go. So I'm going to glue this piece on first. Just popping some liquid glue on there. Pop that there, about there, I think. Now the next piece is this piece here. That's going on like that. And then this piece will go on like that. Okay, now it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's the good thing about this. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, and you, of course, if you had little scraps, this would be perfect. Absolutely perfect for those little scraps. And then this last piece here, and we will trim this all off. So this piece can go right down to there. Right down to there. Okay, now I've got this rather eclectic looking piece here. So you can see that I need to trim those things off. I'll wait till that is dry. I will do some stamping on this piece of scrap, and I want to stamp it in here. So I'm going to stamp thank you in the mossy meadow. Going to do a bit of die cutting as well. So if I just stamp that roughly about there, beautiful. Then I can cut this and run this through my mini. Another scrap. Just bear with me while I just get my little mini together. Now, I do like to pop a bit of washi tape on here. So I'm just going to make that sure that's straight and lined up. Got a little bit of washi tape here that I usually am able to use. That's perfect. That'll do. Pop. Oh, that came off. Came off. Hang on. Hold your horses, honey. Right. There we go. Now I can run this through here. Only takes but a minute. And then we've got a beautiful banner. That we can use on this card. Right, there we go. I'll just pop that over there. Now, I am going to do the same treatment on the banner. I'm going to just put some of the Mossy Meadow. And you'll notice I didn't even re-ink that. There's enough on this little sponge dauber to pretty much cover this beautiful banner. And we're just about ready to go. So I got this beautiful black and white gingham ribbon. I just thought I would make a bit of a tab there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this seal. It's just the ordinary seal. I'm going to lay my ribbon down like that. That's the way I want it. And I'm going to stick my banner onto that, just like that. Because I've got a silicone mat on there, it's not sticking, and that's not long enough. I want it longer. Hang on. Hold your horses, honey. That's a bit better. So now I'm going to trim these. I'm going to trim them the same way that the banners go. And I have one just a little bit longer than the other. I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. And that's pretty much this card done. So how quick is that? We might just pop one in the middle there. Hang on, hang on. Right. Now I want it just a little bit down from the top. Or do I want it on this side? No, I want it on this side. So I'm looking at this border here and I'm trying to make that basically, that looks pretty good. I'm going to trim these bits off here now. Now you can do it with your paper trimmer or just use your snips. I'm just going to use my snips. And attach this to the card. We're in business. How nice is that? I'm just going to glue that on there. Oh, before I do that, I want to stamp the sentiment in the card. Just clean that. And the sentiment I'm using says, may the good you do come back to you. And I'm going to do it in the Mossy Meadow as well. I'm doing it inside the card, and if I stuff it up, I can turn the card around and glue the front of the card onto there. Hopefully, oh, beautiful. Right, that's going on the front of the card. And I've just added an extra little piece of ribbon to the basic card sketch. We've got our sentiment inside, and there we go. Now I could put some gems of some description. Let me see what I've got handy. I've got some garden green ones here. I might just pop those on there. Take your pick. This is how quickly these things can come together. So we might pop one up there, one down here, and a small one just there. Okay, so what do you think about that? That's kind of like an instant card made using the card sketches. Possibly could have made those go up a bit higher, but I'm happy with that. I quite like the layout of this particular card, and yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Give me a like, subscribe and share. I will put all the details down in the description box. This could have been moved over. It's up to you. You do what you like. These sketches are jumping off points. They are inspiration ideas for you to take that little bit further. So yeah, have a look at those sketches and let me know what you think. And don't forget, if you'd like a copy of this PDF, if you're interested in that, it's totally optional. Just send me an email here and I'll shoot that off to you as soon as I can. But thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and I'll see you guys all on Thursday. Tonight is the last day for the 10% off the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machines, and the extra 10% off the stamp and die bundles. So you're effectively getting 20% off dies and bundles. If they're sold in a bundle, you normally get 10% off. If you purchase those before the end of this evening, you will be receiving a 20% discount on those, but it must be done today if you're interested. Again, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me on your Sunday, and I'll see you all later on. I'll see you on Thursday. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.